So it has happened. We've got our first teaser of the new Tyranids, the new Terminators. In this video, I'm taking a step back from the video I did the other day with the big announcement, and we're going to break it all down. There's a lot of talk at the moment. Is this Kill Team? Is this Space Hulk? Is this 10th edition? Is it Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Ultramarines? There's so many things swirling around. I'm going to go in, feet first, head down, jump right into it. Also, I'm going to be discussing some potential rumors with other Space Marine boxes as well, so stay tuned for that. But let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, one of the things that Games Workshop did is release two separate pieces of media for this new Tyranid, this new Space Hulk tease. The first one is what's playing in the background right now. It is the trailer. In that trailer, we get to see some type of Tyranid head, and it slowly focuses in on the eye, and in that eye, we get to see the Terminator, and this is where the first big debate comes from. Is this a Blood Angel Terminator? Is this Space Hulk? What is it Deathwing? You know, there's been so many bloody rumors that it's going to be Blood Angels, it's going to be Dark Angels. Some people are crediting me for the rumors saying it's Blood Angels, it's Dark Angels. No, they're wrong. They've heard whispers from whispers, and they've given it me. The whole Blood Angel rumor came from a post on Reddit that was saying the 10th edition box set was supposed to be Blood Angels. In that 10th edition box set was going to be new jump troops, a new jump assault captain, etc., etc. I merely commented on that rumor video saying, you know, potentially it could work, you know, because the jump assault marines have been rumored for a long time, but the stuff I was getting from my source stated that there was going to be Terminators, Terminator Captain, Terminator Librarian, brand new Terminator troops, there's going to be a new Flamer unit, there's going to be a brand new Dreadnought in there, there's going to be new veterans in there, I'm sure there's going to be more stuff in there. That's what I've just heard up to now. But one of the things that the source did say to me is that this was going to be a plain Jane box set in terms of chapters. It was just going to be Ultramarines versus Tyranids. They did say that the box set, well, the NIDs in the box set are going to be Leviathan because the box set itself is called Leviathan, like we had with 9th edition was called Indomitus. The 10th edition box set is apparently called Leviathan, and that makes sense because the color scheme that we've seen on the social media postings from Games Workshop with this tease is Leviathan. Now, as I mentioned, there is two pieces of media that has dropped. We've just discussed all about the trailer. Now, if you compare that to the other piece of media, which is the poster, the piece of image, the art, whatever you want to call it, that there is completely different from the video. If you watch the video and compare it to this poster, the poster has a more of a visual image of the Terminator within the eye of the Tyranid. And if we zoom in on the eye, which we will do in the background of the video now, you can actually see there seems to be a U on the shoulder pad of that Terminator. The community itself, probably someone's watching this video now, they've gone in and they've enhanced it, and we can just make out that U, which adds to the fact that, well, should I say, adds to the evidence that this may appear to be an Ultramarine versus Hive Fleet Leviathan box set. Now, why does that matter? Well, in terms of what we've been discussing so far via social media, a lot of people have been saying that this potentially could be the new Space Hulk box set. There's been rumors of Space Hulk for a long time now. I actually personally do think we will get a Space Hulk box set, but this is not it. The reason why I think that is because Blood Angels are iconic with Space Hulk, you know, the actual tabletop game. And from what I'm seeing so far, this seems to be an Ultramarine. The white helmet, Codex Astartes, if I'm not mistaken, Blood Angels have golden helmets. That's the way they do theirs. But if you look at that Terminator, white helmet, Codex compliant chapters, well, Blood Angels do, but they just change the color of their helmet, always have white for the Terminators because it's veterans. Again, going along with that marking, which is, you know, potentially there. I'm not saying it's 100% a U, but I'm taking it as a U. It seems that this is an Ultramarine, which kind of doesn't make sense for it to be Space Hulk. Another factor in this as well, or I should say a couple of other factors, is first thing, that is not the Space Hulk logo. Space Hulk has its own logo. I'm not saying that that is like a deal breaker because Warhammer 40,000 logo applies to everything. But if you look at that logo, it appears more Warhammer 40,000. Also, the Tyranid that we got to see in the poster is way more Nid rather than Genestealer. Genestealer are more like rounded in the face and stuff like that. This seems to be like a brand new Tyranid model. A lot of people are like, maybe it's this model, maybe it's that model. I'm personally taking it for the new Warrior model that I spoke about in a rumor video. Apparently that's going to be a kind of a HQ option, a winged warrior. Maybe the reflection that we're seeing in the eye of that Tyranid model is one of the HQ options for the new Space Marines coming out. Again, Space Marine Captain and a Space Marine Librarian is rumored to be coming in that box set, has HQ options. And this also applies with Deathwing as well. When I look at that Terminator model in the eye, again, this is just art. This could be just artistic license. I don't think it's anything to do with Deathwing. I have heard that the Dark Angels are supposed to be getting a range refresh. I'm going to be doing a bigger video on that later down the line, because there's so much that these new Terminators can now change in the actual hobby with models, chapters themselves, but I don't think it's going to be right now. I think the next big thing to release for the Dark Angels is, of course, the Lion. We've done it again. I've tricked you all. And the Lion's Guard, the new bodyguard unit for the Lion, whenever that happens. Hopefully, we'll see a preview of that at Adepticon. Now, there is another argument saying that this potentially could be Kill Team. And you know what? I can kind of get on with that Kill Team rumor. But again, the problem is Kill Team has its own logo. Again, that doesn't mean that it's not Kill Team, because the Warhammer 40,000 logo can apply for everything. I just thought if it was going to be Kill Team, they would have put the Kill Team logo there rather than the Warhammer 40,000 logo. And of course, it all goes back to the big rumors that I've been hearing is that Terminators are supposed to be one of the main big factors in the brand new 10th edition launch box set. When 10th edition launches, these are going to be like the eye candy models in there. It makes no sense for them to put 10th edition units out early in a Kill Team box set, maybe before 10th even drops, or show them off before 10th. It'd be like a bizarre thing from Games Workshop to do via their marketing department. Now, another major factor why I personally think that this is aimed at the 10th edition box set is the email Games Workshop sent out with this announcement. For those of you who have signed up with the email, I'm going to put it up in the background right now so you can see it for what I saw when I got the email. It basically says, incoming transmission, an obscure video apparently originating from the galaxy's western fringe. Western fringe is where we haven't really had any Tyranid incursions or anything like that. It's mostly been to the east, the south, maybe the north, coming in from the Blood Angels and stuff, with the devastation of Baal. Intercepted by the Warhammer community team. What could it mean? Now, for me, that is more of a story setting, pushing the story forward. Just like we had with Indomitus and the Necrons and the Prior Nexus, maybe the next big campaign is going to be in the western fringes of the Imperium. Again, the western fringes is, I would say it's barely untouched. There's things around there, but there hasn't been a mass amount of things around there. For your information, that's where the Reclaimers of Dawn are based. Pella is based there, Games Workshop, so thank you for bringing the Reclaimers of Dawn into this new narrative story. Now we have a foe to fight, all as planned. But on a serious note, I really do think that this is aimed at 10th edition, with the story, with the rumors, all like that. I think this is the starting now of the tease that we're going to see. Maybe every weekend going forward now, we're going to get a little bit more of a tease. A lot of people asking me about Adepticon. Do you think we're going to get a preview at Adepticon? Maybe. Maybe Games Workshop are going to be ballsy that way and actually show something at Adepticon. Again with me. I'm still hanging on for that Lion rumor, the Dante rumor and stuff like that. I really do think that they're probably going to be the big show in there, and this is going to be the small tease leading up to the end of next month. Because again, for those people who are not aware, Warhammer Fest happens next month, the end of next month. It's the biggest Warhammer event there is in the world, apart from probably LVO, but they're tournaments, you know, like event kind of thing where everyone meets up and paints models and stuff like that. I think this is going to be the big one where they show off the 10th edition trailer, they show off the new 10th edition models. Maybe they'll have even demo games there you can actually, pick up dice, roll with, play with, all that type of stuff. Now, before we end the video, I want to talk about potential rumors. Again, please, rumors are rumors. Take them as that. It's all lies until Games Workshop confirms it themselves. Now, if you cast your mind back to Christmas, we got the Imperial Fist and the Raven Guard Christmas box sets, but they were part of a big release where the Ultramarines, Salamanders, Iron Hands, we all got some fancy box sets. But the people who were left out of those box sets were the Dark Angels, the Blood Angels, and the Space Wolves. Now, you can argue that the Dark Angels have just got their box set with the Vashtor box set, new Azrael model inside, old Deathwing. I say old Deathwing because we're probably going to get new Deathwing now, and some other models in there. Now, I have heard some whispers, and again, please, please, please take these as rumors, that there is going to be a new Blood Angel box set, and there is going to be a new Space Wolf box set as well. Now, if these do turn out to be true, I personally think that is where we may see the new Dante model introduced. Maybe even new Wolfguard Terminators for the Space Wolves. Maybe a new character for the Space Wolves. I know we just had Ragnar Blackmane cross the Rubicon Primaris. I'm not sure Space Wolf players. Is there any other characters that deserve to cross it? Can you think of anyone? Sorry, I'm not a Space Wolf fan. I don't like to lick my own balls. But that's what I'm trying to say, right? I think Games Workshop have done this on purpose, why the Blood Angels, the Space Wolf, the Dark Angels didn't get their own box sets, because they have bigger plans for them. Again, with all the rumors that we're hearing about potential new new Sanguinary Guard, not new Sanguinius. Maybe that's on the cards. Again, Dante, from my sources, whom I trust 1,000,000,000%, saying Dante's done. And we know our Games Workshop have been releasing these big character models. Look at Farsight, look at Snickrot, look at Azrael. They've all been in box sets. Maybe Dante is going to be in a Boarding Patrol box set. That's what he's been doing during the Arcs of Omen campaign. He has been in Space Hulks. He's been invading them. The biggest mystery when he boarded one and everyone was dead on side of it. It was the Lion. But yeah, I can definitely see them releasing it via box sets, and maybe this is when they're going to introduce some more Blood Angel stuff like that. And again, just before I leave, I'm even wearing the Blood Angel red, right? I'm with you, Blood Angel players. I want a new Space Hulk game. Space Hulk is amazing. It's one of the most iconic things in the bloody franchise, but I just don't think this is the teaser for Blood Angels. I do think we will get a brand new Space Hulk game, but now is not the time. Now is just not the time for it to come. Maybe with the launch of 10th, that's got to be one of the new specialist games that got to introduce new Gene Stealers potentially in there then, because of course there's a brand new Tyranid refresh and everything like that, and with the new Terminators, and a brand new refresh with the Terminators as well. It makes complete marketing sense for Games Workshop to do that. Anyway, enough waffling from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching as always. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. If I'm right, then I'm right. I won't be, gloating rack, of course. I'm always going to be vindication rack. Always. But if you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, post it down below and we can have a nice little waffle down there as we always do. See you now. Have a great day and bye-bye.